Hey, Elgin Walker here, eXp Realty, and I'd just like to have a couple of minutes of a real conversation with some of my real estate friends, some of my colleagues, some of the people in the business. And here is really a real talk, real spit type of conversation, as my children say, is this real estate market is completely different than what it was over the last few years. It's changed quickly and drastically. Market has not crashed. Market probably won't crash, but there will be some continuous changes in the market. And one of the biggest things that I see going through a few of these is that we are going to have less sales, less closed sales. Now, that does not mean that the prices are going to be way off and all that. It's just going to mean that based upon things happening in the economy, based upon interest rates, still based upon an imbalance of homes available versus people wanting to buy, that the market will probably be a little bit more stagnant. And if there's less closed sales, that means there are going to be less real estate agents that are going to have the opportunity or have successfully been able to help families with their real estate needs. That doesn't matter, to be quite honest, if you're brand new and you're really hungry, as Les Brown would say, or if you're a seasoned vet that now you're like, oh man, we're going through this again. This is about to be a business that, again, is going to be made upon relationships, building relationships, and you're going to be grinding some things out. Now, you may be grinding it out working social media because that's your preference. You may be grinding it out working expires and cold calls and for sale, all the other stuff, right? Door knocking. But the thing is that you are about to get back to the basics and get back to work. You're going to need to budget yourselves. You're going to need to market yourselves. You're going to need to see what is working in your business. You're not going to be able to just throw money at stuff. You're going to have to get your business plan and your model together to be successful in this market that we're in and going into. I believe that's also the model you need to take with your current brokerage. And everything might be great at your brokerage, but how does it look moving forward? Is your brokerage barely making it? Is your brokerage providing you tools that you need to succeed at and at costs that you can afford or want to pay? Because this is the time to also protect your assets and your positions while you try to improve your business. I would just tell you again, don't just not think about these things or work a plan out. Needless to say that we made the decision to go to eXp, and so have 87,000 other agents have made that decision. That may or may not be what's best for you and your business, but I will tell you this. You should take a look at the opportunity and the business model. You should, quite honestly, be aware of other business models that's out there compared to your business model to see what works. One thing to be cautious about, though, in doing this, if you are considering brokerages, don't move sideways and don't move short term. Don't move sideways and don't move short term, meaning this. Don't move from one traditional brokerage to another traditional brokerage because maybe they give you a bigger office. Or maybe they pay for the office for 6 months. Or maybe they offer you some free flyers and some of that stuff. You're looking to build a business, so you don't want to move sideways. If you're going to move sideways, unless there's something going on at your brokerage, you might as well stay there. You might as well look at a way to bring more value to your customers and that your brokerage brings more value to you to help your customers. And you should look at that long term. The world has changed. There are people still talking about everybody's going to go back to the office since the pandemic. There'll be some. There are some. But how many real estate businesses, how many other businesses do you go and walk through and there's nobody there? Doesn't mean people aren't working. Just means you're not working from that physical location anymore. I'm just saying. And if that's the case for that type of a business, how long does it keep that business model, or do they pivot and change? Questions that you should ask yourself. If you got any questions, any EXP questions you'd like to get on, you'd like to have some information, or if you may EXP may not be what you're thinking, but you want to talk to somebody and that's been around for a long time about any of the other brokerages and what you're thinking about one way or the other, I'd love to meet with you and speak with you. There's no cost to that. I'm just building another relationship with another good agent, hopefully, that I can run into and work with, network with in the field. Have a blessed day. Thank you for taking a listen to this. Hopefully, speak with you soon.